What is happening, guys? It's Spruce Goose here, and today I want to show you a little situational punt glitch that you might not know about, and it can absolutely win or lose you games. So I want to show you guys what the situation is and what you can do if you find yourself in that situation. Now, before we get into that, I have a couple updates about the channel, so I'll put a timestamp below if you want to skip straight to the punt glitch. So a couple quick updates. First, if you can't already tell, we have a brand new microphone for the channel. I was streaming about a week ago and went to adjust my headset, and the thing just completely fell apart. It was my headphones and my mic, and I was like, you know what? It's just a great time to upgrade. So brand new microphone, brand new headset, and I'm really excited about having hopefully some really high quality audio for you guys going forward, both on Twitch and YouTube. The second update is that I'll be getting a new logo very soon. I've been rocking with this basically modified Google Images goose for about 9 months now, ever since I started. Now, the new logo is not going to be a super drastic change. You'll still be able to tell that it's SpruceGooseTV, but it's going to look maybe a little better. Maybe like I didn't just pull an image off of Google Images and then slightly modify it a bit. And with the new logo, I'll also have brand new graphics and a brand new overlay over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SpruceGooseTV. And I also have a brand new streaming schedule. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with some surprise streams on the weekends as well. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. is going to be the primary schedule. So please come stop by, say hi sometime. I read every single comment. I have a blast interacting with you guys. We do viewer games sometimes, and it's just a lot of fun over there. So definitely come stop by the Twitch channel. So those are the two main updates right now. At some point, I will be getting a new camera as well, because this one, I just keep fighting it on the color correction. And if you watch some of my videos, sometimes I look very pale, sometimes I'm very yellow tinted, and it can change back and forth in the middle of the video. So at some point, I will be getting a more legit camera, but not quite yet. Right now, we've got the new audio, we've got the new graphics, and then the camera will be the next thing on the list. But that's it for my updates, guys. I'm done yapping. Let's go check out this punt glitch. All right, guys, so here's the situation for you. Let's say you're on defense and you have your opponent pinned back inside the 5-yard line and it's 4th down. Your opponent is going to punt, and they're going to be punting from inside their own end zone. Now, you know that when a team punts from inside their own end zone, oftentimes the punter can't stand as far back as he usually would in the middle of the field. And because of that, you want to try and block that punt. So you're going to come into special teams, you're going to come into punt block 4-4 even, and call something like straight rush or squeeze block and send 8 people at the punter and try to get that punt block. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you want to block that punt, you need to just come out in a normal punt return play. Let's call return right. It doesn't really matter. Let's say return right. And your opponent will come out in, let's say they come out in punt tight. They're punting from inside their own end zone. They're going to block everybody and just make sure they get that punt off. So the opponent is calling punt tight. We called just regular punt return right. And now I'm going to set the controller down. I'm not going to touch anything. And let's watch what happens. Well, we didn't get the touchdown, but we did get a safety, and we blocked the punt. That's the important thing, guys, is we blocked the punt. I'm just going to let it play a couple times. If you guys watch, we got the touchdown that time. We're getting punt blocks, guys. This glitch is crazy. It's actually crazy. So basically, guys, the way it works is if you are just in a regular punt block formation, you can get it on all the punt block formations. Return right, return middle, return left. Now, I think it works best on return right. I'll show you that in a little bit. But you could call any of them, and you can have the computer block the punt for you as long as it's inside the 5-yard line. It doesn't matter if they're in punt tight or punt regular. They will block the punt. It's insane. And I have lost games because of this. The first time I didn't know about it. I came out, I was like, all right, let me just punt it away, and it just got blocked. And so knowing about this is very important on both sides of the ball. On defense, it's important to know that you can, oh, and right there, they actually got it off. So it's not 100%. As you can see, it's not quite 100%, but we actually got a bunch in a row right there. And actually, it was kind of funny, guys. Let me go over to my desktop real quick. I actually did some testing. Let me make it so you guys can see this. I actually did some testing, okay? Hold on, let me make sure I can see it too. On one, lazy Sunday afternoon, as one does, I kind of sat around and tested punt return left, punt return middle, punt return right from the 1, 3, and 5 yard line to see which one was best, okay? And this is the slightly sped up version of my test, and I want to show you guys my results. This is my my punt chart. Can you guys see all that? Yeah, you can see it. So versus punt tight, I ran 5 test runs from 1, 3, and 5 yards of return right, return middle, and return left. Can you guys see that? Maybe we'll zoom in a little bit more. Zoom in a little bit more for you guys. And so at 1 yard out, return right blocked it 4 out of 5 times, return middle blocked it 2 out of 5 times, return left blocked it 1 out of 5 times. If we go all the way down, we can see that if we add up from 1, 3, and 5 yards, return right against punt tight blocked it 11 out of 15 times, return middle blocked it 9 out of 15 times, return left blocked it 5 out of 15 times. I did the same thing versus punt normal, and these were the results. So return middle actually did slightly better this time than return right, but if you look at the 2 tests, return right and return middle were pretty darn close. Over 30 combined tests between versus punt tight and punt normal. Return right only did 1 better, whereas return left only did 5 out of 15 blocks each time. So this is a crazy, crazy glitch, guys, and I just want to talk about it for a minute. Obviously, if you are on defense and your opponent is pinned down inside the 5 yard line and they come out in a punt formation, you got to come out and return right. Don't come out in punt block. Don't come out in anything else. Come out and return right, and don't touch the controller. Do not touch the controller. Just let it go, and you have a very good chance of blocking that punt and getting either a safety or a touchdown on it. Now, if you find yourself in that situation on offense, maybe, oh, there we go. We're moving the ball to the 3 yard line. Maybe you intercepted a pass, but went out of bounds or got tackled at the 1 yard line, and you weren't able to move the ball, on first or second down. Let's say it's 3rd down and you're on the 1 yard line. What do? Obviously, the very first priority needs to just be getting the ball beyond the 5 yard line. Obviously, you want a first down. That's ideal. But you have to think about that the next play, if you don't get outside the 5 yard line, there is very serious danger of you trying to punt and having it blocked and giving your opponent a touchdown. That you do not want to do that. And so you have to strategize for that situation before you reach that point, right? And so obviously the number one priority is get outside the 5 yard line. Once you're outside the 5 yard line, it is safe for you to punt. Besides that, a couple ideas I had are, let's say it's 3rd down and you're on the 1 yard line or the 3 yard line or something, and you don't trust running the ball. Let's say you tried running the ball 1st and 2nd down, and your opponent just completely shut you down. One option that I would maybe consider is try to set up a really deep bomb to your best receiver. And it'll probably be covered, but if it gets intercepted, then as long as you just make the tackle on that deep bomb, that's effectively a punt. And that's, a much safer play than trying to punt from inside the 5 yard line. Because the worst case scenario is they intercept it and maybe return a little bit and you tackle them. Whereas if you try to run it again and you don't get it, now on 4th down, it's like, what do? On 4th down, you don't have a lot of options, but I will say there is one option for you guys. So let's jump back over to the game. I need to change it on my monitor, and I'll change it for you guys as well. There is one option, and you may already know what it is. Let me switch over to the punting team. It's a little risky, but I guess we gotta wait for this play to be over. But basically what I'm going to show you guys is we can try to punt the ball to the left, far to the left. It's not perfect. It is risky, but if you find yourself in this situation where you weren't able to get the ball beyond the 5 yard line, you weren't able to throw a deep bomb that maybe your receiver catches or maybe gets intercepted, it's 4th down, here you are, you're on the inside the 5 yard line, you can take this ball and go hard. I would go pretty hard to the left. I mean, it's up to you how risky you want to be. Obviously, if you're trying to just pin them on a good punt, or not pin them, but if you're trying to hit a good punt slightly out of bounds, you're going to be at a little bit higher risk, okay? But if you watch, we put it to the left, and it's blocked right there. This next one, let's go super hard to the left. This is not a foolproof method, but it can work. It can save your ass. So right there, he actually didn't even animate. So I'm not going to count that one as a success because the guy did not get the punt block animation. So let's go hard to the left again. And let's see if he animates this time. So right there, you saw he animated, but we were able to punt it around him. So let's look at the replay. Let's look at the replay real quick and see how close he was. And it's terrifying, guys. It's absolutely terrifying. As he comes in, I mean, it is real close. We're just barely getting around him. You know, if we have that thing straight, it's probably blocked if it's coming straight off his foot. And unfortunately, we don't get a great punt. I mean, this thing's going out at, what, the 35, 33-yard line? It's not a great punt, guys, but it's a lot better. It's a lot better than having it blocked and, you know, they get a safety or a touchdown, right? So here I'm not going as hard to the left. That one we cut it really close. And the issue right there is, you know, he actually stayed in bounds and then got a good return anyway. And that's basically the same yard line as if we had just punted really far to the left. And this one, if we watch, I think he just barely missed this one. Whew. So you guys can see, you're playing with fire a little bit. You're playing with fire a little bit if you choose to go this route. This is a last resort. If you find yourself punting inside the 5-yard line, well, I'm still getting used to this microphone. If you find yourself needing to punt inside the 5-yard line, I just recommend you just got to point that stick as far to the left as possible. It's always going to come from the right side, the blocker is. It's never going to come from the left. So that's why you always have to point the stick to the left. Now, and the reason that I'm lined up on the right hash is that typically when people punt, you know, they want to kick it out of bounds. And so it's really natural to be on this right hash and be like, oh, I want to punt it to the right. I want to get him out of bounds on the right side because that's how I get the furthest distance downfield on the punt. And you do that, and it's just, oh my gosh, look at that. That's the first time I've ever had a punt to the right not get blocked, guys, on an animation. I would not bank on that. I'm actually curious where the ball went. Oh, wow. I think it phased through him. So it phased through his blocker's head and my defender's arm. So again, guys, I wouldn't bank on that. I would not put all your marbles on that one. I'll do another punt to the right. We'll see if it works. I enjoy this testing. That one got blocked. So guys, that's basically the gist of the whole video. Do not put yourself in a situation where you have to punt from inside the 5-yard line. You know, you have to have that as the #1 priority on your mind. If you find yourself first down, even if you're just on the 4-yard line, you have to say, before I worry about the first down, I have to get beyond the 5-yard line. Because if I get in a punt situation, all of a sudden it becomes extremely dangerous if the opponent knows about this glitch. And I think a lot of people, at least at higher levels, are starting to be very aware of this glitch. It's been around since the beginning. I had it happen in like October to me, and I had no clue what it was. I made a whole episode of Madness Trash around just 2 issues, and one of them was this glitch on punt block. I did not realize that it was a repeatable thing. I thought it was just a one-off crazy, you know, situation where my blocker just dummied out. I did not realize at the time that this is an actual thing that you have to strategize around. So, you know, now I'm trying to share this information with you guys. If you find yourself inside the 5-yard line, do not put yourself in a situation where you have to punt. Get outside the 5-yard line. Just pound the rock like the 5-yard line is the goal line. And if you get beyond that, you're going to score. Just treat the 5-yard line as everything until you get beyond that. Because if you're inside the 5 or even, I think, on the 5, just at very, very high risk of you know, getting this thing blocked. I'm going slightly to the left this time. Let's see if he's able to get it. And again, I don't want to even risk it, man. I don't even want to risk it right there. And I guess right there we gave him a good return anyway. So that is the situation. And again, if you're on defense, come out in punt return right. You can come out in any of them, but punt return right in my testing seems to get the best results for this. Any of them can work, but the testing just shows that punt return right is the most consistent. But anyway, guys, that is it for the video. It's pretty simple, but at the same time, like I said, this can win or lose you games if you're not aware of this. So be very, very mindful next time you or your opponent is down inside the 5-yard line. And just remember that if they have to punt, you can maybe get a free touchdown out of it. And if you have to punt, Try not to have to punt from inside the 5, but if you do, get that thing way to the left, man. It's as simple as that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll learn something from this. And if you did, please hit that like and subscribe button because it helps me a ton. But with that, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great one, and I'll catch you in the next video.